Hi there, I'm Amanda Syme with the Runestone Museum Foundation. I am standing in front of the world famous Kensington runestone. So a runestone is basically a stone with runic writing on it, which is a very old Nordic language. And this stone is an example of that, which is why it's called a runestone. And in fact, the runestone was the museum's first artifact way back when the museum started. And it originally started in the late 50s, and then it became its own entity in the 80s and actually separated from the Chamber of Commerce, of which it was once a part of. So there's been a long-standing history with the Chamber of Commerce, but we parted ways in the 80s. I believe it was 1983, but we do still rent to the Chamber of Commerce here in the same building. The museum building has grown over the years, most substantially in 1975 when Fort Alexandria was added. We are a community-funded museum. Currently, we don't get funding annually from the state, federal, city. We did, however, we're fortunate enough to get a CARES grant this year, which was the city and county combined, which we're very thankful for. When COVID hit, we did have to close and we lost about 80% of our operational funding. So we've been scrambling right now just to get some funding in place, grants, and this is why we're part of this Give Minnesota movement and campaign, which is so fantastic. We have over 10 formal lesson plans here at the museum that are free to use. We have them available electronically, we have them available in person, and we've been working a lot to develop more virtual lesson plans that can be done at home. So in case we have to go back into lockdown, we do anticipate that we'll be doing a lot more online education. Our lesson plans cover many parts of the museum. We work a lot with the schools in the area. We've had, for the first time last year, we had field trips come where they spent the full day at the museum and they did 2 lesson plans in the morning. They had lunch outside in our Fort Alexandria area, and then they did another lesson plan in the afternoon, which is fantastic. So we've also had labs come in from the high school and the tech school, bio labs working on animal bones we have here at the museum, because we are a natural history museum, not just a cultural history museum. So we do have natural sciences here. We have a lot of bison bones, we have mastodon and mammoth bones, and horse bones and stuff like that. So that's very exciting, in addition to our Minnesota wildlife exhibit. So the Runestone Museum Foundation is governed by a board of directors. Our board of directors are volunteer-based. We typically have 10 to 12 board of directors. Currently we have 10 sitting board members. And we also depend on volunteers to help us with our gift shop operations, our events, and our tours. We do have 2 full-time employees, and this year was the first year that we've actually ever had 2 full-time employees here at the Runestone Museum. So we're trying to keep that going. Hopefully we don't lose funding, so we drop down employees. So we hope you consider partaking in Give Minnesota this year, and yeah, enjoy your local museums.